Imagine being 15 years old, dressed neatly for your first day of school, your books pressed tight to your chest. But instead of classmates welcoming you, you walk alone into a sea of screaming faces, spit flying at your feet, voices telling you that your very existence is not wanted. That was the reality for Elizabeth Eckford in Little Rock, 1957. Before we go any further, I'd love to know, where in the world are you watching from? Drop it in the comments. Let's connect across oceans and time. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next story waiting for you. On the morning of September 4th, 1957, Elizabeth Eckford, one of the 9 black students chosen to integrate Central High School, stepped out of her home wearing a simple white dress. Her dark glasses hid her eyes, but not her courage. The streets leading to the school were lined with hate. White men and women filled the sidewalks, waving signs, chanting and shouting, "Go back to Africa! You don't belong here!" Their words cut sharper than knives, but Elizabeth kept walking. When she reached the steps of Central High, the sight of the National Guard gave her a moment of hope. Surely, she thought, they were there to protect her. But as she tried to climb the steps, rifles and arms blocked her path. The soldiers didn't move for her. They weren't there to protect. They were there to keep her out. Elizabeth turned back toward the crowd. Rage burned in their eyes. Some jeered, some spat, some cursed with venom that no child should ever hear. She gripped her books tighter, swallowing her fear. And then, from that ocean of hate, a single act of courage appeared. Grace Lorch, a white woman, broke through the mob. She placed her arm firmly around Elizabeth's shoulders and whispered, "Come on, honey, walk with me." Together they moved through the crowd. The mob screamed louder, but Grace did not let go, and Elizabeth did not bow her head. With each step, the world saw what dignity looked like against hatred. Elizabeth never entered the school that day, but photographs of her walk, the small black girl in a white dress surrounded by hate, spread across the nation, shaking America's conscience. Elizabeth Eckford was only 15, but her walk became more than a journey to school. It became a symbol, a reminder that courage is not the absence of fear. It is walking forward, even when the whole world tries to stop you. And that day, in Little Rock, a young black girl in a white dress taught America a truth it could no longer ignore. Hatred can roar, but dignity walks taller. Some stories don't just end. They stay with you, long after the screen fades. If this one stays with you, tell me in the comments. And before you go, subscribe and walk with me into the next story. We're just getting started.